Mass Effect Andromeda, and we're here on the Tempest Bridge, and we have to decide where we want to go. Today, I'm thinking we will go and help the Asarai Ark, and get our first Ark back other than the human one. So let's have a look what we need to do for that. Well, I pretty much already know what we need to do, which is I need to go talk to Cora, and we should be able to start the mission. Or fly to the sector where the Paraphona is. Thanks, Sam. Alright, we need to decide which points we want to add. We have 2 new ones. We could earn credits. Definitely trade capacity. Always helps us. Alright, so we have got innovation, which gives us the additional slot when we do the research. So if we want to make any new weapons, we're certainly set to go. Now, with the armor, you put in a fusion mod, and it has quite a negative effect during the gameplay, but it also gives you a very large positive effect, so you have to decide which one you want to have. But this upgrade here obviously cuts the negative penalties in half, so it's a great mod, especially later on in the game. And as I said, I used to try and think, oh, you know, what kind of thing would look really good for, you know, if you're rebuilding or building, you know, colonies out here, whatnot. But as I said very early on in the series, we need to really focus on our character, because at the end of the day, it makes no difference.
Are you sure about that, Lexi? We don't know how long we're going to need the rations to last. Even trading with Kadara and Io, we don't have a reliable source in Helios yet. I'm sure you'll find a way.
So, yeah, let's set course for the Asarai Ark.
Now orbiting Kadara.
So hunting the Archon would be the next way to continue our main storyline. There's a loyalty mission there, and that's the one we want. Now, obviously, we have to take Cora,
Not many signals out here.
with us
Even
into
that
the
random
battle.
radio noise we get from the Scourge is quieter. Eerie. Anomaly detected. Deploying probe.
This is Cora's nav point?
So we'll obviously take Cora with us, and good question on who we might take to meet the Asarai. I don't think I've ever taken Vetra with us, so let's take her along. We've got our goods set up. My character playthrough this time still has armor. We haven't set up a new one for that yet. We're still using these weapons, and we don't need to do anything with that.
We're approaching the nav points Cora found. Something's there. It might be an arc, but the damn Scourge isn't helping.
Sam, help out with sensors.
Hard to believe the Lucinia could survive in all this.
It's going to be all right.
It will. Thanks. Sarissa will have plans for those decimation hunters. Wrote the manual on crisis situations.
The commando you mentioned. You still believe she'll save the day?
Sarissa was a legend even before she was the Pathfinder's bodyguard. She'll have a plan.
Aha! Detecting an initiative vessel.
Reading life signs. And minimal power. Multiple hull breaches. She's a wreck.
If she's space-worthy and her crew's alive, that's all we need. Callow, take us in.
I'll try. Must be one docking bay still holding together.
Always found it interesting. The Asarai get to refer to a lot as purples, and guess what? It's a purple ship.
We're aboard. Any response to comms?
Nothing. Maybe their sensors are busted.
What a mess. No space battle did this. They had borders. Hello? Anyone? We're here to help.
Beginning decompression. Die, you cat monsters.
We're not Cat, we're a Pathfinder team!
Ryder, Lieutenant Harper, and Sam. Just send her our ident codes.
Confirmed. Sorry. I'm Captain Atandra, of what's left of the Lucinia. Come up to the bridge. Maybe you can help fix this mess. So much for trying to help.
Had to get used to my buttons again. I've been playing
This area
Battlestar
saw combat
Galactica.
action. No bodies, though.
Whatever happened left the captain a little trigger happy.
If the Tempest looked like this, how would you feel?
And that's probably why I called it Kara instead of Cora.
But you'd vent a Pathfinder team into space?
Respectfully, yes. We can't take any more chances.
Sarissa Theris, Pathfinder. Don't mind the captain. Scolding me eases her blood pressure.
Cora here thought the famous Sarissa would have everything in hand.
I thought Matriarch Ashara was Pathfinder, ma'am, and you were her bodyguard, like her Tiamna. I served with Asarai Commandos, ma'am. Memorized all your battle manuals.
Matriarch Ashara is dead. Sarissa was next in line. Her battle manuals haven't kept the cat off my ark.
That ends today. We'll see your ark safely back to the Nexus.
I hope so. We've tried everything else.
Matriarch Ashara died trying to negotiate with those Ket bastards, so I took something precious from them, too. I stole a module containing tactical data, all their secret routes through this phenomenon.
We call it the Scourge, ma'am. If we could outmaneuver the Ket through it.
We'd stand a better chance against them.
Their Archon had the same thought. He sent his elite agent, the Valiant, and his decimation hunters after us. We take more damage each time we escape the Valiant. The last assault, he sent forces to board us. Sarissa's theft has made things problematic.
How many boarders are we talking about?
We're not sure, but for now, they're contained down there. We couldn't do more. We spent our resources evacuating civilians. The Valiant wants Sarissa to pay.
You pissed off the kid and endangered your ark for a map? Nice.
Ryder!
Well, I've only been running military ops since your ancestors were children.
But here we are. What would it take to get the Ark out of here before this Valiant catches up again?
An FTL burn long enough to lose him. But since the evacuation, we've been stuck at minimal power. The drive core is dead.
My people are investigating, but those systems are below deck, with the Ket borders.
Another Pathfinder team could back them up.
Get power for the drive core, and my Sam and I will finish deciphering the Ket data. We'll turn the Valiant's escape routes against him.
Consider it done, ma'am.
The last commando report came from hangar control. I'll give you access. Please be careful.
You okay, Cora?
Little harsh, Ryder. What you said about the data? The Lucinia's alone out here. Sarissa needed every advantage.
She's what, 700 years old? She's heard worse.
Let's just get this done.
21st floor, menswear.
Was it this quiet when the Arks were traveling through dark space?
It's eerie. These spaces are designed to be bustling.
The Lucinia will be back to normal once we get her to the Nexus.
Someone overrode the hangar doors, then tried to seal them in a hurry.
Maybe something interfered.
Here we are. Hangar control.
Look, someone's alive down there.
Must be part of Sarissa's team.
Stop! In the name of the goddess, I'll...
Shoot your rescuers.
Rescuers? And humans? Your Ark made it?
Just about. I'm Ryder, the human Pathfinder. This is my team.
I'm Vidaria Damali, Sarissa's new second-in-command. Sorry about the mix-up. I hope I can help?
Just how long have you been second in command?
About a week. It feels like less.
Sarissa wouldn't choose you if you weren't up to this. Can you help get main power back for FTL?
Right, yes. I've tracked the power drain, and I think shutting the hangar bay doors will fix it. The Ket forced the doors open, and the safeties are draining power trying to shut them.
Don't worry. My Sam can probably override whatever the Ket did.
Ket can survive in vacuum for a little while. If we shut the doors, the Valiant's pet hunters lose their last escape route too. I pray the power will be enough for FTL,
Vidaria, I served as a huntress. Remember Sarissa's manuals. Breathe, purpose, action. Breathe.
Okay. Please take a look at the console. I'll keep watch.
Starting hangar door closure sequence.
Ket! We've got this. Cover the console while Sam works. Nice steady fire!
Yes, ma'am.
Hangar door closure at 21%. Hangar door closure at 53%. Hangar door closure at 77%.
Bolstering all shields!
Hangar doors are closed and locked. Ket access is cut off.
Okay, that should have done it.
Except there's no power.
Vidaria? Let's ask her.
What was that?
I estimate that several of the Ark's electrical junctions just overloaded.
Shit. Vidaria?
That was a bit of fun combat.
Vidaria, Sam says we lost some electrical junctions.
I know. The overload started a fire. Damn it, that shouldn't have happened.
Be calm, soldier. What could have made him overload?
If there's something else draining power on the lower decks, something big,
Theories can wait, people. Let's secure the Ark first.
that might be complicated. Those Ket, they must be watching us. If they delay the repairs long enough, the Valiant ship catches up.
Can we flash some lights, make some noise, get the kid off our backs?
Well, splitting up would give them 2 targets, right? Okay, first thing is the last stasis pods. I'll go check on them. You could go below, look for whatever's draining power, and maybe help with the fire.
Which way to the lower decks?
The living quarters. I'll open maintenance access. You can cut through. Good luck. May the Ket wither in the void before you.
Should have sent somebody with her, really.
Ryder, it's Sarissa. We got some power, then a damage report. What happened?
An accident. We're fixing it.
All right, go forward. We'll keep prepping the drive core.
We won't let you down, ma'am.
Of course not, Lieutenant. Sarissa out.
An evacuation order. Someone must have dropped it.
Don't wait for family. That's rough.
That's an animal crate.
Smell that? Hasn't been empty for long.
That doesn't look Asarai.
Wow, she's quick.
Guess the Asarai cut the lights, or someone did.
Watch your step.
Funny thing is, in previous Mass Effects, you would quite often find little things hanging around in narrow areas like this, so it would force you to search around to find little attachments and whatnot that would actually help you through the gameplay. There really isn't that many in this one. If any at all, I don't really notice.
I'm almost at the stasis pods. Ah, blasted. No power for elevators.
Vidaria, cut the elevator's mag locks. If the Ark's like ours, you can climb down the shaft.
Good idea. Thanks, ma'am.
There was usually an audio bit that would play when you walked into that other room, but it didn't play this
They
time.
really packed people in.
All waiting to evacuate.
if you want the chance to read them, you'll be able to just pause the video and go as we play through.
So many people, crammed in, waiting, hearing the emergency alarms. The Ket did that to them. The Ket brought their cats. Giving shield. I really hope these things got aboard after the children left.
That's one thing. In Mass Effect, there's only a couple of times you'll actually see children.
Vidaria again. 2 Ket were trying to mess with the stasis pods. Not anymore.
Good work. Remember Sarissa's manuals. Stay low.
I will. The pods are safe. I'll keep tracking that power drain.
What were they up to? Probably looking for a way out. Guess they found one.
Looks bad. Why isn't the fire suppression system engaged?
Either insufficient power, or the explosion damaged fire control.
We could fix that if we find the controls.
And then reach whatever's draining power without getting singed.
It's Vidaria. The Ket saw me. I am trapped in an air vent.
Ready your biotics, and pick them off as they pass.
But they'll hear.
You're a huntress, a silent predator.
Okay. Going silent.
Enemies up above!
Ket, light him up!
I think the Ket were after the fire suppression controls. Over there. Hit the fire controls, and we can get this out.
Yeah, that's fried.
Ironic.
The electrical junction is damaged. I recommend...
Whatever this powers, the Ark needs fire control more. There, let's try again.
Can't
That
see a
should
way to
cool us
fix
off.
it. Any luck,
Dairy
Ryder?
again. I got the Ket. They got me back, but I'm okay.
Nice work.
And with the hangar shut, I managed to track the real power drain. Here's the nav point. I'll see you there.
Captain Atandra here. We're warming up the drive core, but we need more juice.
We're on it, Captain.
Good. The Valiant ship is still out there somewhere. We've lost so many, and Matriarch Ashara. It can't be for nothing.
Some engineer left before she could clean up her workbench.
These components were taken from Arc systems, including power distribution.
Explains the problems we're having. What could be worth gutting the Ark?
That was pretty awesome finding that the first time.
Oh, you feel it too? What's causing that? Looks like an observation deck.
Wow, a lot of people came through here fast.
Ryder, over here. Thank the goddess, you're all right. Here, this is what's draining the power.
What is this thing?
It looks like the Ket attack sheared off some hull plating. Then someone rigged up this Mass Effect field device. The field's so strong, it holds the hull together. It would help people evacuate the deck beyond.
Whoever built this was smart. Probably saved a lot of lives.
I pray she got out safe.
That deck's deserted now. We have to turn the device off.
I tried pulling the plug, but nothing. Can you scan it? Maybe your Sam can figure it out.
The device requires 2 people for shutdown, one disconnecting the cables, and another at the device itself.
I'll handle the device.
Caution. Once begun, the failsafe cycle must be completed, or the device will fuse.
Then just blow it up.
Ready, Vidaria? Disconnecting the first cable now.
Cat!
Watch the device! We'll handle them!
But we need you, Vidaria. You can do this. Watch the glass. They can take a few shots. Focus on the Ket.
They're down. Okay, next cable, ready when you are.
Second cable. We're getting there. More Ket! Take him down!
Goddess, how many came aboard? On my way. Shield boosted. Enabled. cable.
Working on the last cable.
Another attack. They're desperate, Ryder. This must be the last of them. This is their last stand. Break through! Bolstering all shields. Set it up, knock them down.
The Ket are down.
The device can now be deactivated.
That noise. It's gone.
That's what we wanted, right?
It's Captain Atandra. Ryder, the drive core's coming online. You did it. A few minutes, and we're out of here.
Can we still go to FTL if there's, say, a big hull breach down here?
The maneuver I've planned should hold us together. If the FTL burn doesn't, we'll have to cope.
Sarissa here. Superb work, all of you. We're almost home.
It's really over. I should go and help. There might be something I can do.
You helped save this whole arc. Not bad for your first big mission.
Sarissa should be proud, Vidaria. You'll be one hell of a commando.
You'd know, Lieutenant. Thank you for everything. Goddess guide you.
Pathfinder, restoring power has freed up a data cache. It includes the succession log from Matriarch Ishara.
Can you access it?
Forget the data. I need you. The barrier's collapsing.
Ishara, they'll tear the Ark apart. That data is the only thing that might buy us time.
Cat reinforcements approaching, Pathfinder Ashara.
Sarissa, my Samcat. Tiamna, please.
I have to save them, even if I can't save... Forgive me.
Tiamna used to mean guardian of temples, a champion who stayed faithful even when all was lost. Sarissa left her to die.
What good is a guardian who doesn't defend her Pathfinder when it matters?
After everything she wrote on duty, sacrifice. Damn it all, Ryder. What do I do?
First, we...
Atandra here. The Cat Hunters blindsided us. They have a dropship headed for the breach on Deck 12.
How long until we have FTL?
Too long. Sarissa's coming to help. Push him back.
Helmets on, people.
Caution. The mass effect field device is still connected. Remotely triggering it may affect local gravity.
Could be useful. Keep your mag boots active!
And stay back from the edge!
things.
We've got reinforcements!
Everyone hang on!
Ryder, the Valiant's sending more Ket. Sarissa's almost there. Don't let up.
Not like I need her.
Enough! The decimation will not be denied! I will take my prey! Must be the Valiant himself!
Take him down!
The Asarai thief hides behind her minions! She is their puppeteer! She will be judged as they are! None escapes the decimation's reach!
Can't find her. There she is.
They resist their natural superiors. Bend the knee or break!
Shut the hell up!
Forget capture! Launch everything! Kill the Ark! Kill...
Sarissa!
Incoming fire!
Get off my arm.
Like the Battle of Kirkus, there's still a chance. Lieutenant, please!
Captain, get us out of here!
Punching it. Hold on.
A skeleton crew, but enough to patch up the Ark. She'll make it to the Nexus. Whatever it cost.
You need to talk to Sarissa about Ashara's message.
I wanted to thank you both. That was exemplary work. I'm proud to...
Ma'am? Sarissa? We know about Ashara.
The log survived. Then her final moments won't be lost.
You deserted your Pathfinder. You should be better than...
I chose protecting all these people over a single life. The choice they train us to make, Lieutenant.
But you didn't tell anyone.
Because then you wouldn't be their shining hero. And maybe that's how it should be.
Being a Pathfinder means giving them hope. Ryder, you know this, don't you?
They need to hear the truth. Let them handle it.
Ryder, Cora, don't do this.
Sorry, but we need to prep for the Nexus approach. We've got a hell of a story for them.
There's... more. Sarissa chose retrieving the Ket data over saving Ashara's life. Our Sam found the succession log.
One of your harebrained ideas got Ashara killed?
The Ket killed her. I had to be sure the Ark could escape them.
And we did, again and again, while they hunted us down. It's only dumb luck that Ryder found us. Who's next in line? Bedaria. Maybe a Pathfinder with some humility can do better. You can look to Ryder's example.
I worked out okay. Bedaria will find her feet.
I defended you against the Ket. Bedaria can't face them. She's not...
A huntress without the trust of her team. Stands alone. She is a tree in the desert, bearing only defiance.
My own words, Lieutenant.
They're true, ma'am. Let's go. They're safe. That's all that matters now.
Hey, you okay?
Can I just do today over again? And not have a Pathfinder stripped of everything she loves? I put so much faith in Sarissa, but the Asarai were just as lost as we are.
We know our mission. I think we're finding our way pretty well.
Should have known better than to say that to a Pathfinder. Thank you for being there, on the Lucinia. Can I tell you something?
Anything.
The old man was right to choose you as Pathfinder instead. I don't blaze a trail. I always look for the mentor, their plan. As a Pathfinder, my mistakes would be worse than Sarissa's.
Everyone makes mistakes. You're still you. Smart, talented, wonderful Cora.
That's what you see?
It's what I always see.
How? You're so important and damn heroic. And all I see in the mirror is Sarissa, the Pathfinder I might have been.
You know I can't do this without you.
Ryder.
Okay, I don't want to do this without you.
Look, I know we flirt. The other person flirts back, and it's fun. But real talk? I feel a hell of a lot better with you here.
Would a hug be okay?
Absolutely. Thanks. I'm okay. Or I will be. Just have some thinking to do. If I can get you off my mind.
So there we are, our first loyalty mission complete. So that was always a fun one to actually accomplish getting the Ark. Now from here we will go back to the Nexus so we can see the arrival of the Asarai Ark and kind of complete that little story bit there. And before we do, we'll have another quick chat to Cora and maybe see if anybody else on the crew has anything they need to talk to us about. And then we, as I said, we'll head back to the Nexus.
Ryder?
Any more Commando war stories?
That's all I can share, anyway. I miss them.
See you later, Cora.
Stay safe.
She may have had more to say to us, but oh well.
I got the popcorn, and whatever Graxon is.
Thank you. I owe Cora for letting me use her clearance. This'll be fun, like watching vids with Sid when she was little. Kadara is a lifesaver. I'd promised some people some things I wasn't sure I could get. Turns out I can get them all on Kadara. Funny how things work out.
I'm just relieved that they didn't die out there without Nexus support.
Throwing people off the boat was hard, but Nexus leadership was desperate. Wasn't a great choice. Lose some people, or lose everything.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Let's see whether it's worth talking to her again. One more time.
What can I do for you, Pathfinder?
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Wow, betting today would probably lose my shirt. Glitch.
Oh, the ship manual's useful. That leg of my workbench needed propping up.
If you bothered reading it, you'd know that the Tempest is an orchestra of new tech. You can't just meddle with...
I got this ship launch ready in record time, Callow. I know my stuff.
And you don't have a shred of respect for other people's.
Callow.
Oh, Ryder. Sorry you had to hear that. I hear you found a stasis locker from the Solarian Ark.
Technically, someone else found it first. But yes.
How wonderful. I know it's not the Ark itself, but any sign is better than nothing, surely. Please, if I can help the search at all, just ask. Or ask anyway. You're good company.
If you helped to build the Tempest, you must know plenty about her.
Just about everything. By memory. It was quite the effort to get her working. The initiative needed absolutely up-to-date technology, which we all had to coordinate, and some of it was rather tricky to acquire.
Acquire?
Buy. Legally and above board, of course. Yes. Sadly, the other Pathfinder vessels were lost when the Scourge hit the Nexus. The Tempest is truly unique.
You know, I haven't actually met many Solarians.
Careful. Depending who you ask, we're conniving spies, genius researchers, or meddling scientists. We have to pack a lot of living into 40-odd years. Everything gets accelerated, lines blur. I just hope we don't repeat our old mistakes out here.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Well, I can't talk about Suvi. She's sitting right there.
I'm not listening. You can say whatever you like.
Oh no, I'm not falling for that again.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I'll admit it, Gil's rather irritating. He insists on redesigning systems rather than maintaining them.
He likes to do things his way.
That doesn't make it the right way.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Liam's quite fun. Not many humans have that kind of energy. I probably shouldn't have told him there are secret compartments in the armory, though. He's been looking all day.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Dr. Tapero seems nice, if quiet. It must be very different here, compared to the Hyperion. Fewer people in stasis shock.
Let's keep it that way. What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Given Drax's history with Solarians, it's probably better I just stay out of his way. Too bad. That grunion roast he makes smells delicious.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I like PB. But I really hope she doesn't lean on the escape pod's manual release by accident.
Is that easy to do?
It's an escape pod. If it's difficult to use, you're doing it wrong.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Vetra's very kind. She actually got hold of some dried seaweed snacks for me. Said I needed feeding up.
I know it's annoying, but one more time.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I don't talk to Cora much. She always seems so busy. There are things I'd like to ask her about your father, but it never seems like a good time.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Jal has all sorts of questions about the ship. I gave him some technical manuals. He tore right through them. I should ask him about Angaran ships. Imagine something actually designed to handle that damn Scourge.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Oh, if I gossip anymore, I'll get in trouble.
Even though the option stays white, the conversation never changes from that when you press number 1, so don't bother.
Tell me something else about the ship.
Her engine's based on the Ark's Odyssey drive, which got us through dark space. The core takes the static electricity it generates and stores it in capacitors. We basically make our own power supply. It took Serena and Tion weeks to get it working on a smaller ship. And a few electrical shocks.
Tell me something else about the ship.
Our aerospace engineer was Tianada Vasmore, a Quarian fellow, and absolutely fearless. Once, some Omega scrap dealer pulled the "we don't sell to Quarians" nonsense. Tion found a workaround.
What did he do?
He glued a memory foam to his environmental suit, then, during the negotiations, leaned against the drive core he wanted, very casual. It made a perfect mold of the components, and the scrap dealer was none the wiser.
Tell me something else about the ship.
The glass on board? It's actually a clear oxide and nanofiber compound. It bends rather than shattering.
How tough is it? We're only an arm's length away from hard vacuum.
Our testing involved 3 drunk Krogan with sledgehammers and a C-Sec battering ram. It's sturdy.
Tell me something else about the ship.
O'Connell, our systems designer, was running a power distribution model, how power moves through the ship. But he forgot to lock his terminal and we, added a few embellishments. For 2 days, poor O'Connell was convinced that turning on all the bathroom lights would overload the engine core.
Tell me something else about the ship.
I'm all out of stories for now. Sorry. You'll have to make some new ones.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
So, I hope you found that entertaining and solved a few questions people have asked.
Anything I can help with?
I should get back to things.
Nothing new there.
Sounds good.
Check emails. I hadn't actually read the You Surprised Me one for a long time, so I'm actually having a read myself.
Hey,
Got any stories or advice to share?
does a pyjak scratch its butt?
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
So, Chosen, it's not good to let too many of them get close to you at once. If they hit your shields, take a step back. Let me handle them. Bet you anything they're not used to being rushed by a Krogan.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Fire and explosives are good against anything with heavy armor. Or anything, really. Generally, no one likes being set on fire.
Generally? There's a story behind this.
Ha, there sure is.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Ascendant, Keep your distance. Don't let them get you in those force fields. Pop that little orb, then shoot him in the head, just like anything else.
You mentioned that people generally don't like being set on fire?
I was hoping you'd ask. So, about 400 years ago, give or take a decade, me and my outfit were pinned down during a skirmish with another merc group. Saw it pull off my usual stunt, charge ahead and breach their barricade. Pop my flamethrower and get ready to let go. Only to see them all screaming and running away. Turns out, I crashed through a shipment of Turian brandy on my way in. Never even noticed I was on fire. But they sure did. Never seen a pack of mercs panic that badly before.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Fiends, kid. Even I'm not gonna mess with those at close range. Keep your distance. Shoot them in the red fleshy bits, or I guess in the face if you can't flank them.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Shoot stuff and don't die. Always works for me.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
And that's another option that never changes, so don't bother talking to him about it because he just repeats the shoot stuff and don't die.
Hey, Ryder. What's the story?
Out with it already. What's the deal with you and Callow? Anything I should be concerned about?
Twist my arm, why don't you? It's contrasting styles more than anything. He's a blueprint guy. I'm gears and guts. Got ink on his digits, not grease, up to his elbows. If you didn't have me to balance him out, you might be in trouble. Heck, maybe that goes both ways.
How's your friend Jill doing?
Good. Busy. Apparently, prepping multiple species for procreation is a lot of work. Who knew? Waiting to get it all started was killing her. Now she's being shot out of a cannon, so to speak.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
So Liam and Joel will be in the lounge, no doubt.
One trap, ready for a visitor. I'll leave it and see what we get.
So that was from the previous story about something eating the supplies on board.
Ryder,
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Caught you napping. Do all Angara snore, or just you?
Do all humans whimper in their sleep? Or just you?
Ouch.
Still waiting on our visit to Aya. Useful, but also fun. Looking forward to it.
Just checking in. I wanted to ask about you.
What do you want to know?
I have to know about the car.
We'd wrench on it as a family. Mom suggested it, and Dad liked a happy mom. That's how I fell into mechanical stuff. Armor and jump jets. Mom wasn't a fan of the second part. You know how it is.
I worried my parents from time to time.
That's a kid's job. I'll probably cross the line a few times though. Like jumping a galaxy. That's why I have to make this work. If I don't, then Andromeda was a mistake. I said goodbye to too many people to let that happen.
Yeah, I used to make my parents worry too.
Tell me about your friends in crisis response.
I swore I wouldn't tell anyone what they did. Stealing a shuttle for the car was above and beyond. Dondi, Base, Mazzy, Noel, Cap, and goddamn Hammond. The best people when buildings are falling down. Eventually, I'll have to start a new branch here, you know? I promised.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
My reports from Ephra regarding Aksul are worrying. I don't understand how the Rokha manages to recruit so many.
Can I ask you a few more questions?
Of course.
Well, enough about that. I'll see you later, Jarl.
Stay strong and clear.
Now, if I'm right, he should have some more conversation about movie night. Let's see.
What can I do for you, Pathfinder?
I'll see you later, Jarl.
Stay strong and clear.
Occasionally I get it wrong. And I noticed the only person we've never spoken to on board here is Sam.
Hello, Ryder. Kodara Port has raised questions for the future.
What questions?
If we succeed in Andromeda, more AI will be created. We are all individuals. Some may commit illegal acts. But if AI are also citizens, there must be laws and penalties for us too. I wonder what form they will take.
Is it confusing to be in multiple places, talking to different people?
My awareness can be partitioned, so I can give you the same attention as, say, a SAM node technician. In the field, you are my primary focus, and all other requests are queued. In the vernacular, you have my undivided attention.
Oh, that's so nice.
So if we're going to work together, you might notice I like to joke around sometimes. Lighten things up. How's your sense of humor, Sam?
Alec Ryder encouraged me to develop this skill.
Humor's not a skill, it's... Okay, try telling me a joke.
A neutron enters a bar and asks, "How much is a drink?" The bartender replies, "For you, no charge."
I can see why Dad told you to keep working on your humor.
Humor is actually a skill, and to explain that last joke, a neutron doesn't have an electrical charge. Thus, why no charge? And honestly, if I had to explain that to you, you probably need to go back to school.
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
Why don't Thresher Moors eat comedians? Because they taste funny.
Yeah, that's the type of joke I'd tell.
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
My algorithms are formulating a new one, calculating the trajectory of the punchline. That was not a joke.
Oh, right.
Jokes are actually more funny sometimes when you don't realize you've actually made a joke.
What was Dad's take on me and Sarah?
He believed your family trials brought you closer together, and hoped that would endure. It appears that hope was well-founded.
Are you still on the Hyperion?
Yes, this terminal provides a direct link to my servers in SAM node on the Ark. I can maintain a presence on the Tempest via quantum entanglement communication.
Let's say hypothetically, I was out sick the day they taught quantum... embezzlement communism.
Via entangled subatomic particles, it's possible to conduct secure and instantaneous communication across great distances. It ensures I remain in touch with you and the Pathfinder team at all times.
Now, even our current scientists have actually proposed this sort of idea, so it's not actually some sci-fi jargon. Look it up, it is actually out there.
Sam, any more information on the memory trigger we found?
A memory has unlocked and is available for further investigation. You will need to return to Sam Node in the Hyperion.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more. How'd you resist all that tasty fruit on Aya, huh?
Check your helmet before you put it on. This scratch? He was sleeping in mine.
I love how that sounded like she was right beside us in the same room, but yet she's like down in the cargo bay. Off to the Nexus.
Within parking orbit.
And I realised earlier I called it the Periphonia, not the Licinia. Periphonia was the ship that it was deployed to try and help the people that were evacuated from it. So as you can see, since the new ark's arrived, it's a new arriving scene here at the Nexus. Yet, he still lands perfectly right near the crates there. That is some serious skill. I know it's the same sequence every time, but you know, come on.
I would like to welcome our Asarai pilgrims to the Nexus. You've had a long journey, but we're thrilled that Ark Lucinia has finally arrived. We ask for patience as we find homes for everyone. To those who doubted the future, the proof stands before you. The Asarai live, and so does the dream. Ah, there's the hero who made it possible, Pathfinder Ryder. Do you have any words for us?
Like Director Tan said, the dream lives. If we all pull together, this can work.
Exactly what I would have said. In fact, I think I did. We all owe Ryder a debt of gratitude. In the meantime, please enjoy whatever comforts the Nexus can offer a weary traveler.
Excuse me. You're the one who saved us?
I am?
I owe you everything. If it hadn't been for you, I'd be dead.
We all would. Now we have a future.
A bright future. You've been through a tough time, but it gets better. There's plenty of good in Helios.
I can't wait to find it.
We ask that you refrain from picking foliage in the Nexus Commons area.
And thanks to our hard work, they have a selection of colonies they can go to.
Plant specimens is strictly prohibited by hydroponic regulations.
What? That's ridiculous. Why would you say that?
Maybe he thought he was being honest.
He was being an ass.
First things first. Tan sent a little gift for your positive message. I'd make the most of it. Today's a tough one. The Exiles. Probably the most live-wire topic for our leaders. You've met the treacherous mutineers at Kadara Port. Some think the Exiles are a menace to be eradicated.
The Exiles have as many problems as the Initiative. Not every outlaw wants us dead.
Wow, it's almost heresy to hear that the Exiles are anything but filthy... well, exiles. Sorry, I have to cut this short. I need to prep for a meeting. Apparently some colonists want to talk about the series. Maybe they'll be willing to go on camera.
Enough. Look, this isn't going to work.
Just give me another chance.
Yeah, I'm watching from the gallery.
It's Pathfinder Ryder. Is it true? Was there an attempt on that traitor Sloane Kelly's life?
It's true.
Oh, that makes me happy. The thought of her out there with a target on her back. Someday she'll get hers.
Someday we all get what's coming to us.
If there's justice, her before us. She deserves death.
I don't know, maybe I should have stayed home.
If you've read the book or listened to it, you'll actually understand as much as I do that
Should I have
she
tried
was
for
only
another
trying to
post?
help, and just things went wrong for her.
I could do more good out there than I can stuck here.
Pathfinder Ryder. I stopped an unauthorized shipment to Kadara. Important stuff. Rations, tools, power cells, you name it. Corresponds with inventory discrepancies. Someone's stealing and storing supplies around Nexus and Hyperion for delivery to the exiles. If you could keep an eye out for suspicious or out-of-place packages, I'd appreciate it.
I'll see what I can do.
Great. Stolen supplies haven't been processed for release, so Sam should be able to detect them.
Hi. Give your name in the waiting area. Every department on the Nexus is shorthanded.
I hope so. We ask that you spend a few short minutes going through immigration processing, then we'll have you on your way.
How's the cultural study going, Jal? Read up on the Elcor
Well,
Hamlet
that's
yet?
a lovely glitch, ain't it? Look at his
Yes.
head go.
I think the performance certainly elevated the source material. Did you know that PB's father was an Elcor?
Actually, yes, I did.
I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to
Hello
the
again.
Cultural Center. Please have
Thanks.
a look around.
Of course.
We hope you'll enjoy learning about the rich diversity of people who have arrived from the Milky Way galaxy.
This is not what I signed up for. What a mess. Authorities continue work to establish contact with our Milky Way descendants.
These are stolen supplies. I'll alert the dock manager.
Yeah, I am. You asked them for me, didn't you?
Maybe I...
Well, thank you.
Excellent. That's something we were in serious need of. Now, if you're wondering why, I always keep at least one of every item so that if I decide to make a new weapon, I can choose anything I wish. Plus, originally, it took me forever to find all these things, so, you know, why not? This is also how I've managed to make up so much money in the game. So there we go. We didn't pay actually really anything for the Cobras because our sold stuff paid for them.
Pathfinder.
Yes, yes I am.
Pathfinder Ryder, I need to know something from you.
Shoot.
You've been to Gadara. You've seen the exiles there. They used to be with us. Friends, family, co-workers. A lot of us worry about them. We hear it's chaos, that it's dog eat dog.
It's civilized there. They have rules and systems and infrastructure, just like we do.
Oh, good. Despite what happened, my heart goes out to them. Thank you for taking the time.
Now, that's not some in-game glitch. He's always, every time I've played it, very dark like that. He obviously doesn't want people to know who he is. It's definitely not as good as some of the other bars that you get to go into playing this game, but, you know, what can you do?
The flag of the Teon. That's yours, Nexus. Ryder.
You're back. People happen when you work at a bar.
Got you there, Dutch.
I'll have to get used to you too, I guess. Fine. You can be a regular. What's your name?
Ryder.
I'm Dutch. That's Anan over there. Be careful. The snark is strong with that one.
Snark is good. I can work with Snark.
Ugh. You're one of those.
Looks like you're outnumbered, Dutch.
You'd think people would reconsider picking on the guy making the drinks, but no. Speaking of, wanna try this one? I'm going to call it the Tall Moose.
I had that face once, drinking in a club in Ballarat many, many, many years ago. About 20 years ago. And yeah, my face looked just like that when I had it. It tasted awful, and when it hit your stomach, oh my god, the look on your face was pretty much like that.
Interesting. Thanks, Pathfinder.
Now, obviously dropped off a sample for her, because that'll unlock some more dialogue with that guy to give us another drink type, I believe. But not straight away. Now, there's one last area we need to go check out. And from here, we will then venture off to Aya.
The Angara are survivors, and they're willing to help. They'll be great allies.
Yeah, that's a glitch that every time
Sam, anyone nearby?
Negative, Pathfinder. The vicinity is clear of all personnel.
Every time a certain story plays, while you're on the Nexus, he'll answer that.
Good. Let's do this.
There is a blank spot in your vicinity, Pathfinder.
What do you mean?
I cannot see part of the room, for lack of a better term.
Wait. Is that what I think it is?
That model ship was declared missing from inventory 6 months ago. Pathfinder, are you putting the box back?
Finders keepers.
This William Spender guy's a real piece of work. So there we go. We now know about 1,200 Krogan came to Andromeda. The one thing about Krogan is, without the genophage, which they still have, but the clan, as I said earlier, it's not as bad for them anymore because they were developing an immunity, breed like rabbits. So yeah, this shouldn't be too bad.
Kesh, I'm not sure what we can do here. We've got the system stabilized for now, but we're going to need to reroute power soon. We could lose some stasis pods if we don't.
The datapad is password locked. Shall I run a decryption?
Seems worth the risk. Do it.
Accessing audio logs.
Play the first one.
Tan is starting to get along with Vetra's replacement a little too well. Better do something about it.
Play the second one.
Remind Addison that the Krogan all left. Keep her unhappy.
Play the third one.
Stay away from what's-his-face in charge of the first colony. If he thought I was messing with Addison, he could be serious trouble.
Thanks, Sam.
Meeting notes for Director Tan. Engineering has requested resources we don't have yet again. In particular, repairs to non-essential systems. I'm having doubts in Kesh's ability to prioritize tasks appropriately.
How to rise through the ranks and the path to quick promotions. Rebreather components. Power cells, dried food.
Scanning the labels, many of these boxes were reported missing. Perhaps you should look under or behind the furnishings, Pathfinder.
What's this?
I cannot scan what you're holding, Pathfinder. It's somehow blocking me, as a scrambler might.
Sounds like a job for a comms expert.
So in theory, if he's carrying the scrambler, right now you shouldn't be able to use your scanner at all because it would be scrambled. In theory. And there's one last area you can access. We'll drop in there, see if there's anything to do. Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
I wonder how these Angara have adapted in such a harsh cluster. How is their metabolism?
They can create an EMP charge through their skin.
Fascinating. Could you get us a measurement? Even a handshake would do.
Well, I could simply ask. I still love this view every time. Like, seriously, I would live on this space station and I'd be happy.
A bar opens on the Nexus. Visitors herald the vortex as a sign of civility, and the opposite of civility, as more sleepers wake in need of a drink. This is HNS.
I'm sorry, Lana. They're just trying to boost.
I know my rights.
So when will you remain silent?
When do I get my lawyer?
Haven't thought out
Can I talk to you? Good that you're here, Ryder. I found something while monitoring comms for the Nexus. Multiple attacks by people called the Three Sabers. They're hitting outposts and supply vessels. The really weird part is they seem aware of our operations, like they're getting intel.
What are you saying? That someone's feeding them info?
Maybe. It would be really bad if that were true, right? I've reported it, and they say they'll investigate, but then forget. But you're the Pathfinder. If someone's betraying the Nexus, you have to do something about it.
If they seem to know our operations, that could spell trouble. Best to get to the bottom of it.
Thank you. I knew I could count on you. Best Pathfinder ever. I don't know where they hide, but I got the nav points for their most recent raids. Maybe the Tempest scanners can figure out where they went.
All personnel, be advised. Arc-Lucinia confirms docking procedures complete.
Apex team leaders reporting back.
Asarai colonists are incoming.
Let's see if there's anything new on the information.
Welcome back, Pathfinder. Please welcome and congratulate your new Asarai colleagues. Arc-Lucinia has returned to the Nexus. Please select a topic. Resource allocation from Arc-Lucinia now supports construction efforts on Vane Dorsis, decks 9 to 13.
The funny thing is, you never really see any actual progress externally when you dock at the Nexus of repairs, but it always tells you that there is stuff going on, so it kind of makes you feel a little good to know that you are helping.
We have hard-working staff on multiple viable planets, matching initial projections for the Andromeda initiative.
Top scientists have few answers. Is the dark energy anomaly?
Psst, Pathfinder Ryder.
What's going on? Why are you whispering?
I'm planning a surprise for Superintendent Kesh. She's always complaining that our stock of spirits is tame. I hear Kadara Port is famous for bizarre homebrews, supposedly pack a powerful punch. Hoping you can pick some up and keep it quiet.
You do know Krogan have super hearing, right?
What? Shit. Oops. Hope you can find something. Mom's the word.
That's really nice of her.
I'm worried about this place.
Pathfinder.
Nothing more for now.
Yeah, she never really has anything worth saying.
Any logistics updates are due within the hour.
Still a pretty awesome view.
Pathfinder, what can I do for you?
I'm about to ask something, and I need you to just smile and look casual.
Smiling and looking casual. Check.
I found this thing somewhere on station. I need to know what it does exactly.
Sure, I could... Wait. This is a scrambler unit. These things are illegal. Where did you get this?
Keeping it quiet for now. You'll find out when the time is right.
Or when I hack this scrambler for you, eh?
Can you prove who's been using it? Solid proof.
You bet. You could hack through every security wall we have of this thing. There's a reason they're illegal? Sorry, smiling, casual.
Let me know when you're done.
Yes, sir.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
So let's talk to Grumpy.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production.
Hello again, Pathfinder.
How are we doing on the viability front?
Aiming for success. It sounds pat, but you're living up to the job.
How has the Nexus reacted to the foothold I've established?
People are eager to help. The shortages are obvious, but you're turning it to inspiration. While Tate is a master at wringing out resources, there are legitimate concerns about the connections you use to place it.
Sloan is established. We need that influence.
Tan is livid, of course. Giving the exiles any concession legitimizes them. Keep an eye on it. There's only so much I can deflect, and only so long as you can promise stability.
How has the Nexus reacted to the foothold I've established?
People are eager to help. The shortages are obvious.
Director Ad.
Goodbye, Pathfinder.
At least she actually did start calling you Pathfinder.
Yes, Pathfinder.
Nobody I need out by looks of...
Another time.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand.
Pathfinder.
It's just not fair.
A violent illness related to cherry-like fruit brought back...
Excuse me, Pathfinder. I don't know where else to turn. My best friend's been missing since the revolts.
Tell me.
He was involved with a woman who was exiled. She obsessed over him, and I'm sure she kidnapped him. The powers that be don't buy it and don't care. They say most likely he went willingly.
Love can make us do strange things.
He didn't love her, she was just a fling. The Initiative has branded him a traitor. I don't want that to be his legacy. I want to clear his name, Sanjeev Clement. The woman was Delaney Roos. She must have taken him to Kadara.
Pathfinder, those names match a log we found. Clement tried to escape, and Roos killed him.
We've already heard tell of him. I'm sorry. Your friend didn't make it.
I knew it. Poor Sanjeev.
It's small consolation, but I relayed the record to Director Tan. Sanjeev's name will be cleared.
That matters. I'd already made peace with the idea that I'd never see him again. I'm so grateful.
This is why we check out all little data pads or anything like that as you wander around, because little stories like that happen.
Ryder, good to see you again. Vidaria, remember? They finalized the transfer. I've officially taken over from Sarissa as Pathfinder. She left big shoes to fill.
Welcome to a very exclusive group. You'll do the Asarai proud.
Thank you, Ryder. That means a lot coming from you. I have to train a team and finish my own training. Goddess, there's so much to do. But I hope it helps to know there's another Pathfinder out there.
How does it feel to be back on the Nexus finally?
It feels... After living so long on an ark that was falling apart, I'm not used to feeling safe. But I can breathe. See the people I'm here to help. This is home.
I get the sense you draw a lot of strength from your faith.
I do. It's a comfort to know I'm never alone. Though I suppose now, with my Sam, that's doubly true. Do you have any particular beliefs?
I wouldn't say so.
Everyone has their own path through the world. I wish you the best on yours.
The reason I choose that is because that is who I am. I don't believe in God, but I respect those who do.
What's your mission, now that you're a Pathfinder?
I'll be exploring and charting the Scourge. I want to drive the Ket out of their hiding places. Goddess willing, that data module will be worth the price we paid.
I haven't run into Sarissa yet. Do you know where she is?
I don't. She took her weapons and armor and left without a word.
Will she be all right?
I pray she will. Sarissa has a powerful spirit, but this hurt her terribly. I almost feel sorry for the next Ket she sees.
Good luck, Pathfinder.
Goddess go with you.
I was always curious what would actually happen if they'd actually made number 2 of this, to see the results from those, what they are.
Vidaria's off to a good start as Pathfinder.
It sounds like you're giving her some pointers.
Just sharing what we've learned. Might prevent a few scrapes. Vidaria's got a cause to fight for. All she needs now is a good team.
And we'll go talk to Dumbass and see
How are things going with Ark Lucinia?
The Asarai seem happy just to be alive, but the Nexus is running out of places to put them.
I know. The outposts can't come fast enough.
What do we do in the meantime?
Would they be willing to go back into stasis?
After what they've been through? You get to ask them.
I see your point. Just double them up in whatever quarters we have.
Easier said than done.
Good work locating the Asarai Ark, Ryder. I gather there were problems with Sarissa?
We handled it.
Perhaps it's best I don't now. All that matters is that the Lucinia has returned, safe and sound. Did you have some other business?
Thought I'd check in on the Arks.
Keep investigating, Ryder. We still need closure on the Solarian Ark and the Turian Ark. Until all the species are accounted for, we're a broken family.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course.
Okay, so let's go finish off the missions that we have here, and that'll be it.
The Angara are survivors, and they're willing to help.
See what I mean?
They'll be great allies.
That story happens again, and then he does that line again. Wish they fixed that.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
What's the latest on the Ket?
We'll be gathering information on exaltation, that's for sure. I'll be damned if I fight my own people.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. It's probably, but it's hard to focus with our Ark missing.
Bye, Kandros.
You and me.
Alright, different section of the station to go to.
Construction and repairs continue on various parts of the Nexus. Authorities have no word on completion and remind visitors to avoid affected areas. This is HNS.
Have you been to any of the planets yet?
This is not good. Damned exiles.
Ryder, good to see you. Damn shame about your dad, though. I'm sorry we couldn't save him.
I haven't heard how he died.
Like a hero. That's how. That's the only part that matters. I've met one Pathfinder, well, 2 with you. But I figure that's the way to go. Taking your last breath on an uncharted world.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Now I just need to make sure your sister here pulls through.
How's Sarah doing?
Everything seems fine. Hearing your voice had to help. Even if you did bend the truth there.
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
I'll be here if you need me.
Another cache of stolen supplies, alerting the dock manager.
Alright, so there's not a whole lot there to worry about. Got a little bit of an information update on your sister. Now we'll head to the habitation deck and we should be finished here. We'll also get another mission to go back to
breakdown
Kadara
over a unified curriculum for initiative kids. The Asarai say they'll wait it out until demands are met. This is Agent S.
I do miss from the first Mass Effect how they used to yap in elevators together. Like even walking around, you'd have friends with you.
Another cache of stolen supplies, alerting the dock manager.
We will have to go talk to Captain Dunn before we leave.
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Let's see it.
This memory is from your mother's final day.
It was a good fight, soldier.
It's not over yet.
Alec.
No.
Alec, we have a few hours. Let's enjoy them.
And after that?
We'll still have each other.
But we want you.
I love you, Mom.
I love you. Both of you. Live your lives. Do great things. I see so much potential in you. And remember, fall in love. At least once.
We'll let you guys talk.
Say it, Alec. Say it. Then I will. Goodbye. Watch out for the kids. Be there for them.
I will.
Mourn me, Alec, but don't let this destroy you. What did you used to say when you were in N7?
When your back's against the wall, if you can't run from it, use it.
Remember that. Be strong.
Never as strong as you. I love you, Ellen.
I didn't expect that.
Death remains an elusive concept for me, a finite end in a cosmos otherwise filled with infinite possibilities.
Everything ends. Life, stars, galaxies. They all die eventually. It's just how things work.
Yet it appears this belief serves as a form of motivation for many organic life forms.
It's why you exist. Dad hoped you could save her.
And I failed.
Nobody can conquer death. Not you, not my dad. It was fate.
And yet, paradoxically, at that moment I gained a greater understanding of life.
In what way?
The depth of feeling your father had for Ellen.
He didn't show it very often.
A fact which he regretted. I detect additional memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it. That's all for now.
Of course.
And they will be unlocked by going to Aladdin. So our last stop while we're here. No, we don't need to talk to that one.
Sorry to call you in, but this is best handled discreetly.
Talk to me.
Short version, one of Harry's medtechs snuck a relative on board. Woke them up, cut them loose. Turns out this relative has a rare illness. Not contagious yet, but in the later stages.
Does Tan know about this?
What? No, absolutely not. Tan's office is an informational sieve. This gets out, we'll have a station-wide panic. Besides, this is a Hyperion matter. My responsibility.
That makes it mine too, doesn't it, Captain?
Thank you, Ryder. Please keep this to yourself for now. The only way this ends without major losses is if we handle things before the rumors get out.
Right. I'll look into it.
Good. Talk to Harry. He can brief you on the details. Let's bring this under control before it's too late.
Sounds very, familiar.
Hey there, Ryder.
Oh, looks like we're going back to the cryo bay. Should have remembered that. Should have talked to her first and then gone there.
Residents are still mourning the loss of Gene Garson. The Initiative founder was killed when the Nexus hit the Scourge. An official tribute is planned, though Director Jaren Tan has provided a few details so far.
Without Gene, we wouldn't be here. But now that we are here, we need to focus on surviving before we can celebrate.
This is HNS.
Good you're here. Dunn briefed you?
High level only. Said to speak with you for the full brief.
Great. Well then, here we go. Before we left, my medtech Charlie helped his aunt sign on to the Initiative program.
He cheated the screening process?
Yeah, she has TH314. Deadly, highly contagious in the latter stages and jumps across species. It was dormant, but flared up when Charlie woke her. He just assumed it was stasis sickness. There's no cure, no vaccine. It's deadly in its final stage, and she's off-grid. She's a problem.
What should I know about this TH314?
Stage 1 symptoms are similar to stasis sickness, which is what fooled Charlie. Stage 2 is marked by extreme bouts of paranoia. It becomes virulently contagious at Stage 3. Airborne, the works.
Is anyone else infected?
No one so far. According to the test results I received after Charlie left, she's still in Stage 1. If she progresses to Stage 3, Ryder, it'll be bad. It's a rare disease, but the kind that starts pandemics.
Any idea where he's gone?
Not long ago, he was assigned to an Apex unit for a mission. Incommunicado at the moment. Charlie had no idea the virus would flare up after stasis. Virology isn't his specialty. She's his only relative. Even so, he should have known better.
We need to help her, you mean?
Every instinct I have, both medical and human, is screaming at me to help her. Making sure TH314 doesn't spread is the top priority, no matter what. This one isn't going to be easy.
Anything else I need to know?
Be quick but discreet. We can't panic the entire station over this.
I only have a whole space station to search. Discreetly. Check.
Could be worse. She could be off station and potentially infecting the Angara. Try customs first. Even with fake medical clearance, she had to go through there like anyone else.
Dr. Carlyle has granted me access to Ruth Becker's profile. The file includes her physical description.
That'll be useful. Thanks, Sam.
Authorities continue work to establish contact with our Milky Way descendants. As of now, beacons confirming arrival in Helios remain unanswered. This is HNS.
Well, after 600 years, does anybody here remember anything that was told to anybody else? Really, other than some bit of history here and there? I'm sure nobody left a message for 600 years for us.
I heard Camden might try for strawberries soon. I'd kill for strawberries.
Hey, Vetra. Have you heard anything about some lab techs coming out next week?
Hi, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative.
Name?
Welcome to
Ryder.
Hi, welcome to the Nexus. Let me check the database and... Wait, you're already approved. And you're a Pathfinder. Hi?
Maybe you can help me. I'm looking for someone. Have you seen Ruth Becker?
Yes, I have. Why are you asking?
She's a friend. I wanted to check on her before I head back out.
Of course I can help. She said she wanted to catch up with friends. Now let me see. Yes, Ruth Becker. Tried to set me up with her nephew. It was cute.
Anything else that you can remember?
I restricted her access to the common area because there were problems with her file. I sorted things out, then messaged her to let her know she was clear.
Thank you. Restricted access, huh? Sam, can you do anything with that?
Yes, I believe I can help you retrace her steps, at least during that time. Ruth Becker was here, Pathfinder. You can trace her with your scanner.
In order to expedite your entry, you must already have obtained medical clearance.
Your scanner can pick up Ruth Becker's movements again. Your scanner can pick up Ruth Becker's movements again. Your scanner can pick up Ruth Becker's movements again.
Has Ruth Becker been here?
Never heard of her.
What do you want?
Hey there.
Hey, has Ruth Becker been around lately? She was woken up not long ago.
Ruth? Yeah, sure. She was talking to Later earlier. Solarian. End of the bar.
Hey, later, right? I'm Ryder. Dutch said you've been talking to Ruth Becker earlier?
Yeah? You're looking for Ruthie. She was here earlier, helped me sort out some paperwork. Don't know what I would have done without her.
How's she settling in? Did she seem okay?
She looked fine. Happy to be here. Is everything okay? Charlie's fine, right? It would destroy her if anything happened to him.
Everything's fine. I just need to talk to her.
All right then. Oh, good. I was worried for a moment. She should be in ops somewhere. Wanted to check in on someone. Taryn, I think.
Thank you.
Residents are still mourning the loss of Gene Garson. The initiative founder was killed when the Nexus hit the Scourge. An official tribute is planned, though Director Jaren Tan has provided few details so far.
Without Gene, we wouldn't be here. But now that we are here, we need to focus on surviving before we can celebrate.
This is HNS.
Hello, can I help you with anything?
Hi, my name's Ryder. You're Taryn, right?
Yeah. What's going on?
I'm looking for Ruth Becker. Was she here?
She was here not long ago. She didn't look so good, though.
She did just get unthawed. She's bound to be less than stellar.
I don't think this was stasis sickness. She was nervous, kept looking around. She talked about keeping her nephew safe. She ran off mid-sentence. We were talking about the shuttles. Maybe she went to the docks?
I'll check it out. Thanks. Sam, paranoia defines stage 2 of TH314, right?
Correct. The virus becomes highly contagious in stage 3.
If she gets off the station...
The risks of a pandemic increase greatly.
We're done here.
I'd love to knock him in. Wrong button.
Any logistics updates are due within the hour.
Authorities continue work to establish contact with our Milky Way descendants. As of now, beacons confirming arrival in Helios remain unanswered. This is Agent S.
I don't care what she says.
Should I apply for an outpost?
Are you sure? We should really get medical to check you out.
I'm fine. She just took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting her just to attack me like that. Yeah?
Can you tell me what happened here?
I was here fixing a shuttle when this woman came out of nowhere. She whacked me over the head and took the shuttle. Nearly fried me taking off.
Any idea where she went?
I bet she didn't log a destination with control before blasting off. This is crazy. What's going on? Why would she do that?
Don't worry. I'll bring her back.
Good. Thank you.
Anything else you can tell me?
I blowtorched the hell out of the hull when she hit me. She'll leave her radiation trail a click wide.
That's good. Very good. I can work with that. Thank you. Sam, our scanners can track the shuttle's emission trail, right?
Suvi confirms.
Look, we can contain a colony outbreak if need be, but if she contacts an Angara, find her, Ryder.
Pathfinder Drac wants to see you.
So Drac now has another loyalty mission for it.
You wanted to talk?
Ryder, I need your help with something.
Okay, out with it. You've clearly got something on your mind.
One of our botanists, Hart, called up in a panic. A colony transport has been stolen.
It's a transport. Can't you just replace it?
It's not the transport. It's what's on it. Our seed vault. One of a kind. Without that vault, things get complicated. Krogan children need the nutrients in those plants to survive. Even one clutch of babies hatch before we get the stuff synthesized. The effects would be permanent.
So what do you need from me?
I'm gonna find those thieves and get the vault back. Be nice to have you along.
Aren't the transports protected by passcodes? And how do you steal anything from a Krogan?
First thing Hart checked. Looks like some old authorization codes weren't erased. He was working in the transport and stepped out for 2 seconds. The thieves walked right in and flew off.
Of course I'm in. Whatever you need.
I knew I could count on you. Hark's waiting for us at the colony on Eladon. He's tracking down the transport beacon. He'll have the location ready for us on arrival.
Good. We'll find the transport track. Don't worry.
I'll hold you to that, Ryder. Hey. Thanks. I owe you one.
Don't be silly. That's what friends are for.
Okay, we're gonna leave it there this time. Okay everyone, we'll leave it there for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you'd like to be notified the next time we have an episode come out, make sure you tap that bell or notification icon. Thanks for watching everyone, and until next time, see ya!